We finally got our hands on a copy.
We've been waiting.
We're not sure what happened. We just never got one from our publisher. But
listen. In their defense, we've been in a different city.
We've been busy, yeah,
every single day. So.
But so here's what's awesome. We were literally just kind of hanging out today, doing a bunch of press, and I said, "Hey, listen. In our break, I am gonna go to Barnes and Noble and just see if I can find the book." So I literally make it to Barnes and Noble, and I can't find the book anywhere. So I'm like, okay.
Well, it's technically not out yet.
Well, it comes out tomorrow. But I'm like, maybe, just maybe. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna put this on Do Not Disturb.
You guys, we're also going live on TikTok.
We're going live TikTok. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Instagram. This is great. We're talking about
joining us. We're on
our
Talk
book.
Shop Live.
And if you guys want to order a signed copy, for those of you on Talk Shop Live, you guys can order a signed copy. Those of you on Instagram or TikTok, you can go to Talk Shop Live. And yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
So you guys can ask us questions on here. I'm also going to be looking here too.
I have to finish the story.
Oh, what were you telling? Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at I'm sorry.
Wow.
I love you.
Anyways, so I'm literally in Barnes and Noble, and I stop and I go, "Excuse me, ma'am." I was like, "How?" Her name was Monica. She was super sweet. I said, "Hey, how are things organized? Is it by last name, book title?" She goes, "Oh, it's by the author's last name." I'm like, "Great." So I'm looking for a book. She goes, "What book?" I was like, "It's actually my book, and it's coming out tomorrow. Is there any chance that I could find it?" And she's like, "You mean like you wrote a book?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean me and my wife." And she's like, "Sure." So we go, and she looks up the computer. She's like, "There's one copy left." And I was like, "Can you help me find it?" So we go, she finds it, and this is it. She actually asked if I wanted to sign it, and I was like,
"Aww."
I was like, "Well, no."
Because a lot of people come in, they sign their
them,
copies,
yeah.
and then they
So I was
leave.
planning like if there was more, but I said no. I just want it because I don't have a copy of my book that's coming out tomorrow.
It's kind of amazing.
So, anyways. Thank you guys. Man, you know what? A bunch of you guys are ordering the book. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hold on. Somebody just asked what the hardest part about writing the book was.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, are you want Booby?
Wants
Maybe in a little bit. We'll give you Booby in a little bit.
Hardest part about writing the book, I think, was figuring out how to structure what it was, because we kind of just speak.
I read the question wrong. Like, what was the hardest part? Like, which part was the hardest? Not like that was my bad. I read their question and gave it to you wrong. Like, what was the hardest part about writing the book in the sense of, was there a certain chapter that was hardest for you to write?
I think the book as a whole, we are very vulnerable, and we talk about a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about us. I think in general we are open books.
Yeah.
But this is just a whole nother testimony to it's a new way that we've been able to tell our testimony in greater detail.
Yes.
With things that people don't know about us and our life. And I think that is such an important part of life is sharing your story, sharing your testimony.
The hard parts, the good parts.
Yeah, especially the hard parts. Dude, it's so easy to be like, "Oh, this is great, this happened, this." But a lot of people don't like to talk about the crappy parts, and we're talking about some junk in here. I can't believe I'm actually holding it. This is so cool.
Cool.
Anyways, somebody asked me if I would be signing these books during meet and greet. So yes, I already told the boys and all of our guys at the meet and greet who handle everything. I said if you guys see anybody with a book that wants it signed, they're allowed to bring it in and sign it. So if you guys buy the book and bring it to the meet and greet, I will sign it. This is so crazy. Absolutely nuts. And for those of you who are joining us on TikTok and on Instagram, go to talkshoplive.com or go to
the link. And actually, I think the link is still in our bio on TikTok.
Oh, perfect. And on Instagram, I think too.
Possibly.
Yeah. Or just go to our stories, and you can actually order a signed copy. And yeah.
Okay, so hold on.
Let's answer some more questions.
Oh,
I got
sorry,
you.
baby. Thank you. I'm technically
it's all good. That's not all. Just kidding.
You need to be nice to me.
Krista J bought my book today. So excited to get it. Thank you so much for the support, Krista. Let me see. Let me scroll. Let me scroll to the top. Here we go. I made it. Woohoo! What's up, Crystal? I'm trying to buy the book, but they don't ship to Canada.
Really?
I wish I knew more on why.
I'll look into this.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be only a Talk Shop Live. You might, as far as like an autographed copy.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm thinking maybe that's what it is. I will check it out for you.
Sorry for the kiddos, guys. We normally have a nanny with us, just because this tour has been crazy, but we gave her a day off because the last 4 days have been insane. And for like any of you guys who are joining us who have been to the shows, thank you so much. It's wild. Like we just had like the most crazy 4 shows back to back to back to back to back. So tomorrow, Philly is gonna be crazy. Okay, let's see. Crystal, her book comes tomorrow. Awesome. How excited are you for everyone to finally read this book? Joe, I mean, let me tell you, the fact that I can hold a physical copy in my hand right now, like it's real, blows my mind. I'm just excited for people to, actually, hold on. I'm gonna rephrase this. I didn't know what to think, and then we were sending out some like advanced copies here and there, and after hearing people's reactions and reading their reviews, I actually got really excited because I feel like we have a really good book. Like I thought it was good.
Shout out to the launch team. You guys are amazing. I don't know if anybody from the launch team is on any of these lives, but those are the people that we sent the book to. They've been helping us get the word out, and just thank you, because yeah, hearing your reviews and your words of encouragement have been really, really awesome, because it is scary. I mean, we write about stuff that is very vulnerable, stuff that we've never talked about before. Yeah, just really, I guess, more intimate moments of like things that have happened in our lives, and being able to hear your feedback and how that helped you was very encouraging. So thank you.
And also, she's probably not watching this, but shout out to Margot Starbuck, who helped us put this whole thing together. She took everything that we had in our head, all the word vomit that we put on paper that made no sense, and she helped us put it all together.
I'm gonna be off to the side. Nobody can see me, right?
No.
But I'm still here.
You're good. Okay, hold on. Let me go over here and just answer some of these questions. Let me see. Boom. These are a lot of big time rush questions, which is fine.
I would go on the Talk Shop Live.
Well,
keep scrolling.
I am. Let's see. But again, it's a.
Are you gonna be?
There are a lot of big time rush questions.
Do we have? You know what? We should look up. Where our book signings are.
We are doing 2 book signings. I believe one is in Orlando.
I do believe one is in
I
Orlando.
could be wrong. I probably am wrong. Yeah, my brain is in a million places. But we are doing right now 2 book signings at a Barnes & Noble in 2 places, which I will...
we will find out.
I will find out exactly where that is. Okay, let's see. Sarah E. I ordered the book the first time that we did this. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. Let's see. MSG and book release week. How excited are you? You have no idea. This week is actually even more insane. We're going to be announcing something on Thursday, a new project that Alexa and I are part of. And yeah.
Gosh.
Yes, I know. This week is nuts.
And it's Kingston's birthday.
Oh, it's
much
crazy.
is happening.
Oh, that's from Amanda. Crazy for you, Carlos. It was so good seeing you yesterday and the day before. Okay, let's see what else. Krista bought the book today. Thank you so much. Gosh, all you guys are ordering.
You know what, babe?
Summer ordered one. Sarah, Sierra,
Baby,
you guys
why don't you read a little bit of the book?
Okay, let me see. Here we go. Boom. Well, I mean,
Do you even like? You can go anywhere.
dude. I mean, I'll just read. You know what? Here, watch this.
Maybe one of your chapters.
Okay, fine.
If you want to, don't.
No, I'm totally. Hey, relax, lady. Okay, well, you know what? Here's how I start the book. This is how the book starts. I'll take Ginger Spice and you get Baby Spice. As a 12-year-old, I thought that the Spice Girls were pretty hot. And I'd pick my favorite one, generously allowing my best friend Corbin to choose any of the remaining ones. The Spice Girls movie had been out for a few years, and I was totally into them. I also saw that movie Spy Kids that year. Like everyone else, I knew, but frankly, I didn't care for it. I didn't like the looks of that girl who played Carmen. I think her name was Alexa.
Babe.
She was too tomboy for my taste. No, I was still all about ginger spice. The possibility of actually being in the entertainment business wasn't even a thought in my head as I started middle school. As a 6-year-old, I'd auditioned for the American Heritage Honor Boys Choir, and my mom realized that I could sing. Then, in middle school, when I earned the coveted role of Edward the Bellboy in my school's equity production of Titanic the Musical, my mom discovered I could act. So, when she saw an ad for a talent agency that sent kids on auditions for modeling and acting, she and I were all in. The first gig that I booked was like a dream come true for this boy. A television commercial for Super Soaker water guns. You mean I get paid for running around shooting other kids with a water gun? Yes, please. So yeah, so we start from the beginning.
Yeah, you guys get
we
like
literally
a
go
big intro.
all the way back. And it's so fun reading this. Alexa and I actually also did an audio version of the book, which I believe also comes out tomorrow, the same time that this book comes out. So if you are into audiobooks, which I am, it's way easier for me too. Definitely check out
the season that we're in. It's just we're running around so much.
And the audiobook, it's not exactly like this. Like we add like little bits and pieces there, and I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing it. We recorded it in the middle of shooting a movie, and we had 12 hours to do it.
And we did it straight. Normally it takes people a few days.
Oh no, we just did it straight. Alexa did a chapter, I did a chapter. Alexa did a chapter, I did a chapter. Okay, hold on, here it is. Jenny L, I'm part of the launch team. What's up, Jenny? Thank you for being part of the launch team. What was your inspiration for writing this book? So actually, we decided to try and write a book a long time ago. I mean,
honestly,
what is it, like,
it was right after Dancing with the Stars.
Right after Dancing with the Stars, we kind of did like a one-page thing, and it was called "What's the Point?" And we didn't really think anything of it, but we were like, if we were to write a book, this would be our dream writing of the book, or the dream concept scenario. Nothing ever happened with it, and then a few years later, somebody had asked us if we thought about writing a book. We said, absolutely. Here's a one-page, and they were like, okay, this is great. I'll pass it around. Nothing ever happened with it. A few years later, the same thing happened. Somebody was like, hey, send me the one sheet. Nothing ever happened with it. Jump to during our 2 years of lockdown because of COVID. One of my best friends, John Frendel, he linked us up with this guy named Stan Jantz, and Stan Jantz is a huge writer. He's done like a whole bunch of stuff, and we linked up. We sent him the one sheet, and he was the first guy to go, okay, cool, this is good. Let's make it great. And we sat down with him and we talked over so many hours about just like how different ideas that we would have to make to actually write a book, not just one page.
And Sam's a great writer,
and he's fantastic. So after that, another 2 years went by, nothing ever happened, and this is now
but also at this point we weren't actively seeking out writing a book. We were just like, whenever it happens, it'll happen.
I know.
I know, I'm just reiterating. We were kind of adding little things here and there, extra testimonies when testimonies would happen.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
But yeah, so anyways, we're not trying to get a book, a book deal or anything. And jump to about a year ago, one of our friends, Jefferson Bethke, who's also a published writer. He's got some awesome books. Jesus is Greater Than Religion is incredible, and his audiobook is even better because you get to hear his voice. But basically, he writes us. Oh, she's passed out. He writes us and says that his publisher had seen a video that Lex made and would love to chat. So of course, like before, we chat, and I said, hey, here's a one sheet that we wrote. And she loved it and said that we should discuss further, and it just kept going and going, and now we have our book a year later. So this journey's been crazy. We were inspired by so many different things, and it took the last 8 years to make this happen. So it's really, really cool. Great. That's marriage is what inspired this book. Well, and let's see what else. I'm so excited for an autographed coffee. Awesome, Tori. I wonder if that's Tori Spurlock.
Oh my gosh.
It's gotta be Tori Spurlock. What's up?
Oh, she has just been the most amazing.
Can we get Lex to sign the meet and greets too? We were thinking maybe maybe if you guys
Usually with the kiddos.
well
so.
but if you guys do come to a meet and greet, they can collect your book, and then after the meet and greet, I can take it back, have Lex sign it, and then we can have them bring it to you.
Awesome. I think that sounds fair.
Let's see, a new movie together. It might be a new movie together.
Possibly.
Okay, let's go. Was there
Actually, I was gonna ask you. I was like, what are we announcing on Thursday? There's been so much going on. My brain is trying to keep up.
Do you think that you'll write more books? I mean, I would love to. We have our children's book, Ocean's World.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys! I can't. We'll probably do another Talk Shop live for Ocean's World.
That one's coming out in October. And then the pre-order is going to be this summer, and we got some special things happening with the pre-order. So, just stay tuned to our socials. It's going to be awesome. Alexa, how do you balance your career, motherhood, wifehood, and faith?
Holy
Go.
Holy. What a question. I mean, I think a lot of prayer. But I mean, I think you said it, like balancing just, I don't know, a practice. Some seasons it's a lot easier, some seasons it's harder. Actually, even though the season is crazy, there's just been a lot of peace going through it all. Like the best way I can describe it is organized chaos. It's been chaotic and insane, and I'm trying to remember all the dates that we have things, like going over the schedule, and it can be really overwhelming, especially when you have little kids who are hungry, a husband who's hungry, you're living on a bus, you're not at home, it's just a lot of crazy scenarios. But honestly, it goes back to our faith. God has just really kept us at peace during this whole time. So at a time where we could just be just so overwhelmed that we crumble, instead we're thriving through the craziness. So yeah, I would just say prayer and my faith.
Oh, here we go. Julie G, thank you so much for giving us our book signing. I was just about to look in the email. You have a book signing on 7/23 in Orlando and a book signing on 7/24 in Atlanta.
So July 23rd and July 24th.
I just checked the Barnes & Noble website. Julie
You are
G.
awesome. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie G.
This is why we need people in
Yes,
our
our
lives.
publicist is probably like, these guys.
These guys.
I can't stand these guys.
Sorry.
No, listen. It has been an absolute whirlwind these last 3 weeks, putting the tour together, getting on tour.
It's been a whirlwind of a year.
Getting the family, it's crazy, but things are finally settling in. We're on the bus. Anyways, cool. Let's go over here. Why are you living on a bus? Someone wants to know. So I'm currently on tour with my band Big Time Rush, and we have 44 dates this summer, 3 in Mexico and 41 in the US.
And you finished 4 already. Right?
And we've done
down.
4
40
down,
to go.
40 to go. But no, we're literally having a blast, and it's so much easier to live on a bus and travel from state to state versus flying.
Yeah,
especially
as a
with kids.
family.
Oh,
could you imagine like 40 flights with 3 kids?
No
See,
way.
maybe that's when my peace would probably go.
Yeah.
You want to know? You
Me
want to
too.
test me? Put me on a plane
Oh
with
my
kids
gosh.
every single day.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Someone says, I love the book so far. It's so good. I pre-ordered it and can't wait. And then I have VIP for the Forever Tour, so could you all sign it for me? Absolutely, Sarah T. Let's see. Everybody wants you to sign it. Don't worry.
Maybe us
you will
together.
get it.
Us together.
You will get it. Alexa, what's your favorite Bible verse?
In a race, all runners run, but only one gets the prize. Run in such a way as to get the prize. And it's in 2 Corinthians, but I can't remember. This is my brain. Andrew's watching right now. He's going to be like, I can't believe you still don't remember it after we talked about it. I think it's like 2 Corinthians 17:23 or 20. I don't know. But it's in 2 Corinthians. That's terrible. I don't even know my favorite Bible verse. Like
Dude,
that.
I don't even know what I ate for lunch today.
Did I feed you?
Yes, you did. Yes.
Here,
Yes.
I'm going to read a little something.
Okay, read a little something.
Oh, you know what? This was actually, I'm going to read this in the back.
Hold on. Someone goes, so is it technically, oh no, someone says, is Ocean's World technically a Christian book? Interesting.
Oh, that's actually a great question.
Yeah.
I would say it's kingdom hearted, but it's not technically a Christian book. It's just, is he telling me Corinthians 9:24?
1 Corinthians 9:24.
1 Corinthians, I'm standing here saying 2 Corinthians. Andrew, thank
Andrew
you.
Mortaza.
I love you. My mom brain.
Andrew Mortaza is our best friend, and
You'll know a lot about him in the book. We
Yeah.
actually
yeah.
divulge his story.
And you know what? The last Talk Shop Live we did, we tried to pawn him off.
He hosted it.
He hosted
Andrew
it,
hosted
but
our
we
last
tried to
one.
pawn him off because he's a single dude, good looking, successful,
Jesus.
loves Jesus.
So,
if you're interested, Andrew
yeah.
Mortaza.
Actually,
on,
babe, you gave
on
us
Instagram.
sunglasses on TikTok?
Hey, no, somebody did.
Oh, somebody did. That was really awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I thought this was really cool. And Sam, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. I'm not really sure how to say it, but we sent the book to a NFL linebacker named Sam Ako, I think. It might be H-O, but I think it's Ako.
Yeah.
And he wrote this long, it was, I mean, my heart, I was so touched.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote this really long endorsement and review of our book. And they took like a little snippet from it, but he literally says, "This is more than a book. It's a story of freedom, hope, redemption, and love. I couldn't put it down." And I mean, he went on, but my heart was just so touched because, you know, it's so nerve-wracking to share your book out there with the world. You just never know what they're gonna think. And I feel like sometimes it's easier for girls to just be so open with their feelings, or to say, like, I don't know, just like really encouraging things. But you know, hearing that from a guy was really, really awesome, and I was so appreciative. So Sam, thank you for writing that. You're probably not listening, but I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so you know what? Should I open this? You keep looking for another question, and I'll look in here.
Okay. I think it's Oceana says, did you plan the tour and the book for the same time? You know what? No.
I don't think so.
No.
It just happened.
It kind of just all happened, and I truly believe God was just like, you know, it's that saying, like, when it rains it pours, you know. This last, you know, month, 2 months, it's just wild crazy things are happening. But what a great way to tour the country and share our love for Jesus and share our book and our testimony. And whether you know Jesus or not, like, this book is not, like, I wouldn't say that this book is only for Christians or people who love Jesus. I think this book is for everyone, and I think a lot of people are going to get a lot from it. Go ahead.
Can I read a little something?
Go ahead.
Okay. More often, the institution of marriage is viewed as a death-dealing rather than life-giving. But for Carlos and me, marriage has made us stronger and better and more unstoppable than when we were alone. It's helped us to grow and mature in ways we wouldn't have if we had stayed single. What I've experienced in marriage isn't the ball and chain weight many have ascribed to marriage. It's actually been a freedom from that weight. Dating was fun, but it was a weighty fun. You don't know where it's going. You don't know if you're going to break up. Anyone who's hustled at the dating game, meeting people at bars or parties or at the park or on dating apps, they've described how exhausting it can be, how heavy it can be. The solid stability of Christian marriage is freedom from that heavy, exhausting hustle. The commitment between you and your spouse frees you both to soar, becoming your best self, and it also frees you to dig into the hard places together. Believe me, I'm almost done. There have been a number of bumps during our marriage when, if we had not been married, we would have broken up. But the security of God-focused marriage gave us this strong foundation to work through the bumps and land stronger on the other side.
So good.
I'll end there.
So, you know, I think your chapters were so eloquently written.
Thanks, Margot, because I don't write like that.
Mine are like...
No, that's not true. This is what I love. I feel like we have been able to have a lot of fun capturing our personalities in all the chapters, and also like really sharing our stories, and then showing how God like really used all the positives and negatives in our lives prior to meeting each other to fill those gaps in our lives now. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it really, like, we are so opposite on so many things, but it's really kind of created the perfect puzzle piece because we fill in all the gaps for each other. This is about to die, so I'm just gonna see. Whoa, 10%. We're still good. We're still good. We're alive here.
Okay, I'm gonna read a chapter from a chapter called Los. No, I'm so sorry. It's Why Are You So Happy? Am I right?
It's called Why Are You So Happy, but you're the one reading it. It's a chapter called Los.
No. Well, it said Los, but then I realized, I was like, no, this is about Andrew. Okay, so here we go. So it says, don't be stupid. During the third season of Big Time Rush, when the boys were buying cool sports cars, I decided that I wanted to buy something fancy. So when I announced my intentions to buy a sweet ride to my dad on the phone one evening, he said without hesitation, "Don't be stupid." How would he say it?
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Real estate makes more sense. Increases in value. Let's buy something together. And while all that sounded super boring to me and not nearly as fun as a Beamer, that seed had been planted. A few weeks later, I was hanging out with my friend Francia Raisa at her place, and she was talking about changes that she wanted to make to her home. "Are you renting?" I asked, curious. "No," she explained patiently. "I own it." As a 20-year-old, the concept boggled my mind. Wait, you own this? I asked. Francia laughed. "How do you own this? I mean, I beg to know." Not wanting to take the time to download all of the Real Estate for Dummies, she answered, Here, just call my friend. I'm sending you his contact info. Call Andrew Mortaza." 3 days later, Andrew and I were sharing a picture of margaritas on the patio of Mexicali restaurant on Ventura Boulevard. I told him what I was looking for and the budget on which my dad and I had agreed. "Cool," Andrew agreed. "I'll get on it." And the next day, Andrew sent me a number of listings featuring that cool kind of bachelor pad that I described to him. In the meantime, however, my dad had found a 3-story, 7,000 square foot mansion in the flats of Encino that looked like it had belonged to some shady drug lord. And it was pink. True story. It was pink. Nothing about it screamed cool bachelor pad. So when I sent Andrew the listing, he was baffled. "You want this?" "You want this?" he asked. I understood why he was confused. "I don't," I explained, "but my dad says that this is the one." So my dad's dream was always to be able to give each one of his 4 sons a house, and I was suddenly at the top of the list. He made an offer, and because he'd recently done well in the stock market, he was able to put down a lot of cash. So we closed 30 days later. The deal we made was that he'd buy it, and I'd put the energy, hours, dollars into fixing it up. And it needed a lot of work, a complete makeover. So that house was such a pivotal moment in my life. And the rest of that story is insane. Not to mention, I ended up selling the house to a famous...
you can say, right?
A famous... Well, I mean, I'm not going to spoil it. They got to read the book.
Oh, yeah. They got to read your part.
A famous music artist, and just a crazy story. But anyways, and that's how I met Andrew. Literally, Francia gave me his number and was like, "Give him a call." I was like, "All right, cool." And thank God for Andrew, because that dude seriously changed my life. If you're watching this, Andrew.
He is watching.
You know how much I love you, dude.
Send in your questions, Andrew.
Okay, let's just answer a few more questions.
Somebody
well,
says, how
a
do
few.
You stay go back?
Go back.
How do you stay strong in your faith when you're surrounded by a lot of non-Christians on tour?
Wow. How do I stay strong in my faith when you're surrounded by lots of non-Christians on tour? I keep my family real close.
Thanks, babe.
You know, when we started the tour, I did have an opportunity to just ride on the guy's bus, leave my family at home for 2.5 months, and do the thing. But that was never an option for me.
I love you, thank you.
Never an option. I just, like, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. It's like, hey, listen, this just makes no sense.
When you have to do other stuff, like, it makes sense, but...
And fly dates.
Yeah, like, we couldn't come on the winter tour when you guys did the winter tour.
Yeah, I mean, it just, you know...
It didn't make sense.
Didn't make sense.
But to be gone for months at a time, like, one thing we've always said, this industry is not set up for families. It's not set up for marriage. Honestly, like, it's set up for those things to fail. And there's really not a lot of emphasis put on it. So for us, we see what happens to families in our industry, and they get ripped apart, and it's not like overnight. It just happens one day at a time. So for us, we really made it a point where we're not going to spend months apart.
Yeah.
Where if it means it's sacrificing finances or sacrificing opportunities, then that's just what it's going to take. Because at the end of the day, like, what's the most important? Our family, like, our kids. Listen, our kids change so much from month to month at this age. You know, it's different when they're teenagers, but right now, you know, 1 month they're not walking, the next month they are. The next month they're learning how to say more words. Like today, Rio learned how to say gracias, which is
Dude, that was great.
Ever.
She goes, gracias. Gracias.
But it's just little things like that, whereas like parents, you both want to be there to experience that. And I know that's not always the case, but for us, we're going to try our best for us both to be there.
Absolutely.
And you know, we had to pay for our own bus. It's expensive. It's not cheap, but that was, for us, that's a sacrifice.
But every night,
doesn't matter.
every night I tell Alexa, because it was very expensive, and you know, it is what it is. I'm like, it was worth every penny.
Yeah.
Like, I get to see my kids every single day.
Yeah, you get to tuck them in. They get to come to the show.
They literally come to the show, and then I come back home to the bus, and they're sleeping, and then like you and I get to cuddle and go to sleep, and it's like, that was, it's
worth it. It's totally worth it.
It's worth it because it keeps our marriage stronger.
Yeah.
So it's like, most people...
Well, think of these memories even that we're making.
Dude, I mean, look, she's having so much fun. She's like just passed out.
Oh, Rio?
Yeah.
She really is
Hilarious.
done. She's passed
No,
out.
but I feel like a lot of relationships struggle because people put they
I'm gonna check on Kingston real fast.
they're fighting. And then we have. I feel like I should like put a blanket over her or something. Hey babe, do you have a blanket or something I could put over her? Anyways, I really feel like a lot of relationships struggle because people prioritize things that don't really matter, and I'm guilty. I'm like, and we talk about this a lot in the book. Like back in the day when Alexa and I first met, and then we first started dating, and then first got married. Like I loved things. Things like I literally idolized things, gadgets, toys, GoPros. Like I'm the guy that like I'd buy a new GoPro and I would drop it and get like a little nick on the side and be like, and I would just like dwell on it. And it's like, dude, you can't even see it. Like who cares? But I was so obsessed with things. And in the book we talk about this house that Alexa and I moved into and bought right when we got married, and it ended up being a disaster. I mean, the thing started falling apart, and it allowed me, God used that to change my obsession with things. You know, I wanted my things for me, and I wanted it to just be me and Alexa in the house. And why am I gonna have people over because they're gonna get it dirty and this and that? And instead, Alexa, she actually asked me in the middle of the house falling apart and this crazy lawsuit and all this stuff. She said, "Hey, can we do a Bible study in the house? I really want to do it." And I said, "You know what? Screw it. Sure. Let's just do a Bible study. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The house is a mess anyways. Blah, 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 blah." I just was like super angry about it. So we do this Bible study, and we end up having the best time. I mean, we committed for a whole year. We would start every Monday at like 6:30, 7. Like I have a bunch of people show up. They would help Alexa cook. Then our worship team, which I was part of, we would, practice worship. I bought a PA system. We literally did worship music. I bought chairs and made this huge circle, and we literally did it for a year. And we had, at one point we had 50 people coming in every single Monday. And it was like an open door policy. So if somebody wanted to bring somebody who they thought needed it, they could just bring them. And we were very brave at the time. We just left the gate open and we would send out an email. And we're like, show up to Bible study. But that house completely changed my perspective about things.
Yeah.
Like things don't matter. This matters, right? Our family matters. Our health matters. Like all of this is replaceable. Even though I still fall into it sometimes.
Well, it's a constant
But then I have her to bring me back.
Yeah, but we do that for each other.
Anyways.
Right? Right, let's see what else.
Is the audiobook going to be read by you guys? Yes, it is. And for those of you just joining us, our book, What If Love Is the Point, comes out tomorrow. Yeah. So many years in the making. We're so excited. And if you're on Talk Shop Live, you can literally order a signed copy right now.
Yes.
And then if you are not on Talk Shop Live,
if you're joining us on Instagram or on TikTok, go to the link in the bio, or just go to our Instagrams, and then you could click on the link and it'll lead you right to our Talk Shop Live, where you could literally order a signed copy of the book. And
if you don't want a signed copy, then you can go to anywhere that books are available and sold, and you can pick one up. And if you have a hard copy, bring it to a meet and greet this summer, and I will happily sign it for you because we're so proud of this.
Yes.
Anyways, let's keep chatting. I have so much fun doing this. We had so much fun on the last one that we told the Talk Shop Live people, like, we have to do
another one.
Second one.
Well, it was so fun, and it comes out tomorrow, which is insane.
Are all the Barnes and Nobles gonna have the book tomorrow? You know what? Honestly,
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I went to the one here and they only had one copy, so I took the one copy. So maybe they sent one to every Barnes and Noble.
We were laughing. We're like, anytime we go to a new city, we should just pick up a copy, just in case it's the one copy. And
Yeah.
like, get on that bestseller list.
Or let's talk about the bestseller thing. This whole New York thing.
It's giving me so
Hold
much
on.
anxiety.
No.
That's the only thing that's giving me anxiety.
Why? Here's what I told Alexa. And you know what? I'm going to tell another story right now.
Because it doesn't matter.
This, again, bestseller, sell it like 1 million copies. I don't care about that. To me, if this book touches you and changes something in your life or makes you think differently or whatever, that's all that matters to me. All right? I can't stress it enough. This is not me trying to sell 1 million books and this and that and get on some list.
Can you share the story that you shared with me?
I will share the story. So yesterday,
yeah, baby, come here.
Yesterday, I'm in a meet and greet, and this girl comes up, no name, and she looks at me and she says, "Hey, Carlos," she goes, "I have to thank you because I would not be here without you." And, I've had a handful of people say it to me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And she goes, "No, really?" And I was like, "Okay, well, spill the beans. Like, what's up?" And she goes, like 10 years ago, I met you in a meet and greet, and I had been cutting myself, and you saw all my scars, and you pulled me aside, and you said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that you are beautiful, all right? And you're special, and you are loved." And she goes, ever since that moment, like, she went home and basically talked to her mom and said that she needed help. And she got the help that she needed, and she's still here today. And she was even telling me that her mom has a picture of all of us on her kitchen counter or like somewhere in the kitchen, and won't take it down because the mom is so thankful that that her daughter is still alive because of us. And I left that meet and greet shook, because that's crazy.
I was in tears.
It's so beautiful. And the fact that I literally took 10 seconds to just say something to this girl and just to tell her how loved she was and how special she was, and that changed her life. Like, oh my gosh, like, that's like, who cares how much money you make? Who cares how famous you are? Like, who cares about that unless you're actually doing something with the platform that you have, with the impact that you have?
And I always tell people, like, you have a platform. I don't care if you are bagging groceries at the grocery store or if you are, I don't know, J-Lo. Like, you literally have an opportunity to be kind, to smile, to love on each other, to be encouraging to one another right where you are. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of platform you may think you have or don't have. You have an opportunity to really be a light in somebody's life right from where you are. So
if this book can just touch one person, then it was all worth it, honestly. Because if my entire career in Big Time Rush was to help that one girl out, amen. Like,
hey, baby.
And I sincerely mean that. She wrote me the sweetest letter, and Lex read it, and she was just like in tears, and she's like this is what life is about. This is what we are supposed to do. We're supposed to impact each other. We're supposed to communicate with each other. We're supposed to love on each other. This is it. So, anyways, that's how I feel about bestsellers, sell books. Doesn't matter. If you want to buy the book, buy the book. If you want to buy it for a friend, buy a friend. I just hope that something we said in this
is actually
impactful.
Yeah.
And I think it will be.
Yeah, I mean, we started to say it earlier, but I'll tell you from what I remember why we wanted to write a book. After we did Dancing with the Stars together, we just didn't realize the impact that we would have on people just competing together, because we really just had so much fun together, and like, we were not competitive against each other. And I know everybody wanted to pinpoint us against each other on Dancing with the Stars, but like, why would you want your husband to fail at something? Like, I want him to win. He wants me to win. Like, we want to lift each other up. And we just came under like a lot of obstacles during that time and during the show, and I guess viewers really noticed that, but saw that we were fighting for our marriage during that time. And they wrote in just sending us letters of encouragement. And it was so awesome to see not just like young marriages, but I'm talking older marriages where people had been married for 30 years saying that we reignited their marriage, and thank you for making marriage look fun again. Thank you for bringing like holiness to marriage again. And just, you know, again, like it's what I read earlier, it a lot of times in society nowadays, like marriage seems like this heavy burden when honestly it is like the most fun freedom that you can feel. Like having my spouse and knowing like that is my spouse, he's not going anywhere. There's just something beautiful and holy about that like team that you create together, and we knew we wanted to share that with the world on a deeper level. And Dancing with the Stars really was kind of what ignited, at least for me, all of that, like want to share a book, I guess, with people. Like
we did get into Dancing with the Stars a little bit in there.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it a little bit, and like the struggles during Dancing with the Stars and how it was, you know, it's again, I don't know how people who are married do the show and they're not competing together, because you're dancing with someone else for hours a day. It is a very touchy-feely situation, and he's going to the bathroom. Okay. So yeah, it's just it's a very interesting show, super fun. Yeah, I don't know how people do it that are married and not together full time on the show. It's tough. Should we answer some more questions before we go? Are we gonna do it like we did last time?
We got so much time. I'm gonna run this clock out again
until it ends.
Yes,
we're gonna run this clock
100%. I love talking to people.
Let's see over here. So somebody did ask, this is so sad. Somebody asked that if I'm in the Spy Kids reboot. Me and Daryl have not been asked to do the Spy Kids reboot.
Oh,
and we're heartbroken.
Don't get
I'm
into
just
that.
saying we are heartbroken about it.
Don't get into that.
No,
it's okay. We're gonna do our own reboot. It's gonna be called Spy Parents. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
Can we legally do that?
We can do whatever we want.
Daryl, I'll call you.
Fine. Anyways.
Daryl played Junie in Spy Kids, in case anybody was wondering.
Somebody asked if the book was going to be translated in Spanish. You know what? I've been telling our publisher that we need to translate this. So
Spanish, so
I am praying that they get it done, because I would love to get it translated in Spanish.
I would imagine that they will. It just won't get released tomorrow. It will just be.
Why not? We can stay up all night.
Overnight.
Stay up all night. We'll figure it out.
I would imagine it could be something that could come out maybe next year sometime. I'm guessing here. I'm just throwing things out. Jenny, I'm putting you on the spot. Let me know.
Spy Parents, yes.
Oh.
What's your favorite line from the book? I don't know.
I think I have one, but
go ahead.
Well, I don't. It's the very end, so I don't want to give that away. But there are just some good wrap-ups at the end that really, where we're both speaking. It's not just one or the other. It's just both.
I wouldn't say that this is like some people call it a memoir. I don't really think it's a memoir.
What is it? We don't know what this is.
Because like obviously they're like, we tell our story, but it's not like we're still. I feel like we still do a great job of educating. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just like, oh, this is my life and blah 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 blah. It's
like we just talk about the things that we've learned and we share that.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of a memoir, but it's not.
But it's not.
It's actually no.
I've read memoirs. It's go ahead.
It is so perfectly us. We are brain farters. We constantly just blurt whatever's on our mind.
Yeah.
And Margot, who helped us write this book, we were just brain farting like crazy, or brain blurting, or whatever you want to call it, brain vomit. And we came out with this book, and there's just a lot of information, a lot of things that have just gone on in our lives are put into this book, and she helped us construct it in a way that looks pretty and nice and that makes sense.
Somebody asked, how long did it take to get the cover photo?
Yes, okay, so shout out to amazing Chelsea Jean on Maui. I absolutely love her and her family. The Aarons are so awesome and talented. So we actually went to our favorite beach on Maui. Should I say the beach? Let's say the beach.
Yeah, great.
This is on Baby Beach on Maui, and Carlos was just like, he always jumps on my back and I give him piggyback rides. That's just something that happens all the time. He's like, you know what? For the cover, I don't want it to be some posed thing. I want it to be us.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
what's us?
We literally took a couple of the.
Just in case they were like not about this.
But that was it.
This is us. Oh, and also shout out to New Flora Clothing. If you don't,
is that all New Flora?
That's New Flora. So my friend
even
Jess,
the shorts too?
No, not the shorts, but the
that
shirt.
Is?
I love it.
Stop
yeah,
it.
yeah. So if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, it's New Flora, NUE, I believe, and don't ask me to spell.
NEU? Is it NEU?
Is it NEU? I'm gonna look it up right now. Oh, I can't because my phone is right there.
I'll look it up.
But she is just absolutely no.
I got you. Relax, lady.
And yes.
NEU.
Yes, NEU. Thank you. NEUFLORA.com.
Oh, so good.
Cutest stuff and yeah. So I put that on for the cover, and I was so happy that
that's great.
Because we changed on the beach. We threw on another outfit just in case.
Dude, I can't believe you wrote a book. That's so nuts. Okay, should we read some more of it? We have 15 minutes left. We can read some more. Let's see.
I'm gonna go. Uh-oh. I'm hearing Kingston messed it up. Give me 1 second, baby.
Do you have any advice for someone looking for a Christian relationship? I feel as though partners with a similar foundation are
hard to come by these days.
Are hard to come by.
It is.
It is true.
You know, for us, we met at Bible study, so I feel like if you want to find somebody who is more like-minded, you kind of got to go to spots. Not always, but you got to find spots where people are putting the work in, and usually Bible study means that people are ready to put the work in and have a deeper relationship with God. For us, our Bible study was at our friend Andrew's house. For you, it might be like a small group within your church or a church, in a nearby neighborhood, whatever. But there are so many cool small groups. I wonder if I could ask Andrew if he has links or ideas.
Andrew would invite you to his house.
Although, hold on, Andrew's single.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a
girlfriend, a boyfriend.
46.
He's looking for a girlfriend.
Andrew's 46 years old. He's got caramel
He's not
skin.
46. He's 45.
He's 45. He's gonna kill me.
We're about to get a text being like, I hate you. Oh my gosh.
Listen, he's handsome. He started working out
coming,
again.
It's coming.
He started working out again.
He never stopped working out. Get out of here.
Andrew just started eating more. That's all it was. You look great, Andrew.
Oh my gosh,
He's
Andrew.
our best friend.
Andrew,
we tease
it's
him.
all Alexa. Remember who your favorite is, boy.
No, I'm his favorite. I love him. Andrew he's the reason why we're together. He just instilled so much love in the both of us, and he's been the best example we could have ever asked for. Oh, actually, we dedicated this book to two people.
Wow. I was trying to find it.
I'm flipping you.
I know. That was...
Did I mess you up?
Yes.
Oh, were you... But you
I was
didn't
trying
find it. You were literally in the middle of flipping.
I was trying to find something. Go ahead. Okay.
You were in the middle of flipping.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
To the two people...
Go ahead.
You guys, this is real marriage. This is what it's like. Are you making faces?
No, I'm not. Go ahead.
To the two people who were instrumental in leading us to Jesus, Andrew Mortaza and Amy Joyce, thank you for showing us what his love looks like through your unwavering reverence.
Oh, man.
There you go, guys.
I wrote that.
You did write that. Actually, I wrote it and then you made it better.
That's what husbands do.
Yeah, that's what husbands do. I laid the foundation and he just went and fixed the cracks.
Yeah. We do all the finishing touches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Who was that weird kid? That was me.
You.
Yeah. Here, I'll just read a little bit of top of this chapter. I knew that Alexa had recently gone through a divorce.
True. Oh, my phone
Didn't know
died.
that. That's okay. And one of the people she was leaning on in that hard season was Andrew, just like me. And when Alexa called Andrew that next week to invite him to a party Friday night, he asked, "Can I bring Carlos?" That weird kid? She clarified. Wow.
You were cute.
Sure. Okay. So Friday night, the three of us went to a party together to promote Alexa's recent movie, Sin City 2, at a mansion in Beverly Hills. When Alexa noticed that guys were following her around, and really, can you blame them? She asked Andrew if he'd pretend to be her boyfriend. They're never gonna buy that, he told her. being a little bit older, I guess he thought that he didn't look the part. He doesn't look that much older. Sorry, Andrew. Turning to me, she asked, "Will you do it?" "Will I do it?" "Sure," I agreed, but that's the kind of guy I am. "I'll take one for the team," I said. So, for the rest of the evening, we walked around hand in hand, and I really thought I was Mr. Macho. We had an awesome time together. Fun fact, at one point during the night, we decided to exchange numbers, and we took photos for each other's contact cards on our iPhones. To this day, I still have the same photo as Lex's contact in my phone. It's very special to me. I still have it. It is literally the same exact photo, and the day that that's gone because of some iPhone update, I'm going to just cry because I don't have the original. After the party, Andrew and Alexa stopped by my pink house, and I was super proud to show her around my palace. I took Alexa to the garage to show her my cars, a black Cadillac Escalade and a white Mercedes SL550 with matching, white wheels and a burgundy interior. I thought it would be impressive. She turned to me and said, "Why do you need 2 cars?" I
wasn't mean. You're reading it like I was mean.
Yes, that's how it read to me, lady. Okay? I guess she was not so impressed. Little did she know that in the future, she would desperately need a vehicle to drive when her 2004 Range Rover was finally laid to rest, and a certain someone would be so generous to lend her his second car. Which, fun fact, I lent her that Escalade, and I never got it back. Never.
I didn't steal it. We were just together every single day.
It doesn't matter. I never got the car back until the lease was up, and we were married, living in a different house. And
how often did I drive you everywhere? To work?
It doesn't matter. Why do you need 2 cars?
We did it. We were everywhere. We were inseparable. We went everywhere together.
Hold on. The next day, Alexa texted me and asked if I wanted to get some froyo at Menchie's. Yes, please. After talking and laughing for 3 hours at Menchie's, neither of us were ready to go home. So naturally, we went to a trampoline park, as you do. We caravanned there since, we were in 2 cars.
See, we didn't need 2 cars.
Get out of here. I remember being on the 405, driving behind Lex, and having these butterflies in my stomach. No lie. In fact, I had this burst of emotion I had this burst of emotion come over me, and I spoke out loud, "I will marry that girl." True story. And she didn't know it yet, but I was in love. Once we finished jumping and still weren't ready to say goodbye, we hopped into our cars onto the 118 to head home. To head to the home of a friend from church who was having a birthday party, since we knew Andrew would be there. We had never been to their house before, and honestly, I had no idea which one it was. They all looked the same, and it was dark. We saw one with a red door and a lot of people inside and thought for sure that was it. So knock, knock. "Happy birthday," we screamed when an older woman in her 70s opened the door. Lex and I exchanged looks, realizing that we had just shouted at a complete stranger. "You've got the wrong house," she said kindly. "But we're having a wake for my mother whose birthday would have been today."
True story.
Nothing awkward about that. We literally
walked into somebody's wake.
We walked into somebody's wake. We're like, "Happy birthday, what's up?"
Yep.
Sorry, we apologized and got out of there. We found the right house and spent an hour or so hanging out with everyone. Then we both jumped into my Mercedes convertible, dropped the hardtop, blasted the heat, turned up some tunes, the Kooks, we love the Kooks, and cruised to Panga Canyon, heading toward the Santa Monica Pier. Our date does not end there. It continues. Even though Alexa didn't think it was a date, it was a date.
I guess it was technically our first date, but I did not.
It was a date. We literally hung out for like 12 hours. Anyways, cool. Well, we got 5 more minutes until Talk Shop Live is gonna shut this thing down, because last time I thought we could keep going.
No, at an hour they shut it down. Oh, princess.
But for those of you who are just joining us, or who haven't decided if you want a copy, a signed copy of the book, you can buy it right now on Talk Shop Live. If you don't want a signed copy and you just joined us for the chat, I love you guys and thank you for joining us for the chat.
Just send in your questions.
Send in your questions. We'll do a few more. Let's see. Wow, we got a lot of them. Here we go. Megan, thank you for buying the book. Tanya bought 2 of them. Thank you so much. What do you imagine when your kids read your book? Which will be the part that you will want them to read first? I don't know. I mean, I think
when we met.
Yeah, like how we met and like how that whole thing went down and how Alexa played hard to get for a very long time, but persistence pays
Not
off.
that long.
For 3 months?
Couple months.
2-3 months?
Not that long.
That's a long time. In
dating years?
in dating years and like dude language,
It's like 7 years.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, Danny keeps asking the same question, but I just answered it. Let me see. Victoria, thank you for ordering the book. Ashley's she bought hers and she's bringing it to Pittsburgh. Perfect. I can't wait to see it. What marriage advice do you have? Okay, I know it's cliche, but communication. If you have an issue,
important.
talk about it. If you
Yeah.
don't have an issue, still talk.
You're not a mind reader.
Yeah.
He's not a mind reader.
Yeah.
You have to work through it together because you will create resentment and be frustrated that he's not doing things or that she's not doing things that you want them to do. And you gotta just communicate. Be
Yep.
honest.
Yeah. Let's see. Would you ever do like a Zoom Bible study? You know,
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I think that we have to be in the right season of our lives, and kind of be in one place and kind of have the kids. It's just a little crazy right now. We're still trying to figure out like a good rhythm, and you know, we're just kind of going where the Lord has taken us. You know, we haven't been home for 5 months, 4 or 5 months, and we have still 2 more months to go.
Yeah.
So we're just God just what am I thinking? Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Literally.
Can VTR come to the UK on tour? Hey,
That would
never
be
say
awesome.
never. Let's see. Hey, Carlitos, can you write "time of my life" in a piece of paper so I can have a tattoo? If I see it in meet and greet, I will happily do that. Let's see. Oh, Tori, yes, I'd watch every Bible study. Y'all are amazing. Seriously, man, you guys are so incredible. Okay, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Abby, hi, how are you? Thank you for buying the copy of the book. Okay, 2 minutes. How do we wrap this up? Our book, What If Love Is the Point, comes out tomorrow.
So awesome.
We're so excited.
But if you want an autographed copy, you literally have a minute and a half to get it.
No, I think it stays online and they can
Just
still
kidding.
do more.
You
Yeah.
probably still get more
Anyways.
for like 10 more minutes.
No, I think it's just open. They can still get them.
I think it actually gets cut off. No? Just kidding. Maybe not.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah, it's
Carlos
okay.
knows. I'm gonna go watch kids. Love you
No,
guys.
it's here. There's like 1 minute left. We are so proud of this, and we can't thank you guys enough for joining us for the last hour to talk about this book. If you know someone who just needs to read this, it makes a great gift. And if you don't like reading and want to do an audible version, we have an audible version, and I believe it comes out tomorrow too. So if you like listening to my voice, which I know Alexa does,
It's very soothing.
is it?
It's
No?
lovely.
You're being sarcastic.
No,
Yeah. Mhm.
I married you. If that would be a terrible marriage.
You married me for my voice?
No, I didn't marry you for your voice.
Oh.
But what if I married you and I was like, I can't stand his voice, but I love him.
You can't love everything about someone,
Let me tell you, I love everything about you.
Oh my gosh,
The
you're
thick
so
and the
sweet.
thin,
You're
babe.
so sweet. Cool. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds. So much love for y'all. Thank you so much for all the support. What if Love Is the Point? Out tomorrow. It's gonna be great. You guys are the greatest. And if I catch you this summer on tour, please let me know what you thought about the book, because I cannot wait to hear what everybody gets from it.
She's a little dramatic, I'm sorry.
We got 8 seconds. 7, 6.
Okay, we'll do a little
5,
dance. Guys, thank you so much
4,
for joining us.
3.
It's definitely
2,
bedtime.
1.
Way past our bedtime. Bye.
Oh, we're still going.
Ooh.
There's no time limit.
No, stop it.
Stop it.
We'll be here for another hour.
Anyways, guys, wow, last time it kicked us off right away. This is great. Oh man, listen, I'm gonna answer a few more questions. This is great. Let's see. Claire B says bye. Colombia's waiting. What's up, Melissa? Can I be the worldwide girl in Indiana or Arizona? Okay, Kimmy, let me tell you. First of all, we don't know who's picking worldwide girl until the night of, during the show. And it is the hardest thing to do, picking the worldwide girl. It's like, we see all your guys' faces, and I wish I could pick everybody. And literally, honestly, what I do is that I just pray, and I'm like, God, who do I have to pick tonight? Please show me. Tell me who I got to pick. Because I just want to pick the right person. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. I can't believe that we're still going over an hour. That's amazing. Do the other guys from BTR know the Lord? Well, I think they know the Lord because I know the Lord. You know, I'm always talking about Jesus. You know what? I think everybody's walk is different, and there's you know no judgment here, and I take pride in just being consistent in my walk. Not like bad prideful, but like I try my best to be as consistent as possible so that I can be the best example of Jesus to them in everything I do. Do you think that writing the book kind of brought me and Alexa closer? 100%. I mean, to be real with you guys, I didn't read her chapters until after we had basically finalized the book. So we were like writing separate things, and then as we were putting it together, I don't know, I kind of wanted to like read it all as a whole versus in chunks. So I let her finish hers, and then once it was a chunk and we could read it straight through, that's when I read it, because I like wanted to feel the flow. And yeah, let's see, I'll do a couple more. Ariana says, thank you for answering my question. Of course. Gabby, thank you for sharing my book review. Carlos, I know that you previously mentioned that you aren't an avid reader, but I felt like you had an easy time writing this book. Why do you think that is? You know, I like talking. As you can tell, I'm still going. It's an hour and 2 minutes. But I love sharing my testimony. I love sharing my faith. I love just talking to people about things, my life, or just like, honestly, one of my favorite things to do is just listen to people. Like, if somebody wants to like spill their beans, I just like listening, and then I sit there and I just pray to God, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to say? Because then it's like he's almost talking through me, and I love that feeling. So yeah. Did that answer the question? I don't even know. My brain is like, but yeah, the book was so much fun to write because, I don't know, just word vomit. Can you imagine a space that you can read the book with the fans? That would be cool. I mean, I think all this week we're gonna try and do a bunch of lives and stuff like that, just trying to get the word out there that the book is available. So please share with your friends, share with your families. We're super excited about it, and we love all the support. Are you doing anything special for Kingston's birthday on Thursday at MSG? I'm gonna try and bring him on stage. He's my shy boy, so I don't know if he'll actually do it, but fingers crossed that he does. And we got a lot of special things planned at MSG, so y'all just wait. Okay, one more. Let me see. Let me see. Come on, looking for a good one. A lot of big time rush questions. I love it. I'm looking for some book questions. Let me see. I think we might be done. Oh, here we go. Would you do a longer book tour after the tour is over? Probably not. I think we're gonna take a quick little breather. Alexa and I really want to go on a trip together with no kids, just for like a week or so, just to kind of reconnect and, you know, just have some us time. But we do have Ocean's World coming out in October, so I'm guessing that we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff for that. And then, are we gonna add more signings this summer? Honestly, if the book does well and is well received, I'm sure that we're gonna do a lot more signings. So let's see what happens tomorrow. And I'm just, fingers crossed, prayers up, and I'm just praying that this book reaches a lot of people. And yeah, that's it. I should stop talking and go to sleep because I got a show tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Lex, I'm signing off. No, you're okay. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you so much for supporting us and this book. I really hope it changes lives. So, all right. Love y'all. Bye. And to you guys on Instagram, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.